Okay, how are things going, everyone?
Good. I would like to point out an inconsistency.
What happened now?
Cubs is with a C at the top and with a K in the
Oh,
subtitles.
I never realized that.
Inconsistent.
Terrible, terrible game. How dare they? But yes, we're back with the second part of the 5th trial. I feel like I'm finally gonna get to the meat of things here.
Finally.
The first trial was like a lot of foreplay, and now we're finally getting to the main event.
Well, there were some things that there was like a few surprises, but a lot of
Indeed,
it was
a
just
few.
tedious.
Yes, it was a lot to get there, and it's like, all right, finally we're gonna get everyone to like come forth with what happened at long last. All right, I guess I should read what Monokuma's saying. And then the that's not Monokuma. And then the Monokuma and Cubs theater segment began. But with all the Monokubs destroyed, this segment was no longer possible. And so the curtain quickly fell.
Oh.
Oh well.
Bye.
I guess that's good. We can see what happens. Even sooner. Although I do miss the Cubs. They were kind of fun. At least most of them. Some of the beginning ones were kind of annoying. But I like the ones that were running at the later part of the game.
I miss Monodan.
When Kokichi remembered that he was a remnant of despair, I planned to kill him. I thought that if I killed him, this game, and the battle between hope and despair, would end. I was confident in my talent as an assassin. I knew I would be able to do it.
We've tried to end this killing game before, but...
We were naive.
Huh?
That's what I thought. I knew Kokichi would take advantage of my naivete, simply because it's him.
Maki totally gets me!
That's why I needed to settle it myself. I took the poison arrows and the crossbow, and broke into the hangar with an exisal. But when I entered the hangar, I saw something I never expected. Kaito and Kokichi were fighting each other.
Oh.
Kokichi was shot in the arm with a crossbow arrow, probably by Kaito when he fought back. Both of them stopped and looked at the exisal, most likely surprised by its sudden appearance.
They look pretty surprised.
Yeah.
Kokichi immediately took out his remote and attempted to control the exisal I was in. I jumped out of the exisal before he could, and shot Kokichi in the back with an arrow. That should have been enough to stop him, since the arrow was coated with poison.
The Strike 9 poison, correct? But why pick that particular poison? Some of the poisons in my lab were far more lethal.
I wanted Kokichi to confess his true intentions before he died. And find out why he was always lying and trying to confuse us.
It's just how he is.
What do you mean?
If he was the mastermind, it would have been easier for him to hide in the shadows, right? He could have made it seem as if the late Junko was secretly behind this killing game. That way, he could reveal himself as the surprise mastermind to liven up the game. Because of his suspicious actions, anyone would already suspect him as the mastermind.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was saying the whole game he was too suspicious to be the one.
Especially with that message in the courtyard. Kokichi said it was a hint, but was it necessary for him to go out of his way just for a hint?
As a remnant of despair, I imagine he wanted to feel the despair of his plan being
Oh,
thwarted.
come on, that's so stupid.
I think that if he wanted the thrill, he would have carried out the plan carefully. So when his carefully laid out plan goes to waste, he would be in utter despair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maki must have wanted to hear it directly from Kokichi himself.
But it was pointless. I was a fool for thinking I could have a serious talk with him.
What are you talking about? Remnants of despair? What's that? I don't understand anything you're saying. But anyway, why are you starting a killing game when it should have ended? You already know it's all meaningless, and that I'm the mastermind. Do you love killing that much?
Shut up, you asshole! I realized it was pointless to continue the conversation, so I shot the final arrow.
Uh-oh.
But then,
Of course he did.
No. Kaito. Gurk.
What?
Kaito protected Kokichi?
Yeah, that's Kaito.
Why? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
At that moment, my mind went blank. I knew I had to do something about the poison. I rushed to Shuichi's research lab for the antidote.
So you didn't have the antidote with you at the time?
I used Strike 9 poison to torture Kokichi for info, but I planned to kill him from the start.
That's so mean!
I guess so.
But that was my first mistake. Because of that,
You what?
I ended up killing Kaito. When I returned with the antidote, the hangar shutter had been closed. I assumed it was Kokichi's doing, but because of that, I couldn't enter the hangar anymore. I needed to give Kaito the antidote somehow, so I went to the bathroom window. Kaito, can you hear me? Quick, drink this antidote! After calling out to him, I chucked the antidote through the bathroom window.
I'm surprised the glass bottle didn't break.
Kaito noticed
Yeah.
it and grabbed the antidote. But Kokichi stole it from him.
What? How? He was like shot twice.
I don't know.
Sorry, but I can't die here. Since I'm the mastermind of this killing game.
Wait! There's only one antidote!
Oh, you don't have to worry about Kaito. He fulfilled his dream, right? He already went to space.
Oh.
Damn it!
Stop!
Phew, I feel so much better. I guess that's a wrap. Or maybe not. Because now another class trial is
Do you
going to
notice
start.
something?
What's up?
The cap is still on.
Yeah. Interesting.
Last trial?
Is that on purpose?
I am not sure. It could be either way this game sometimes.
You'll be the blackened for this case, you know. The blackened who killed Kaito.
I killed...
Shut it! Screw the class trials. Like hell am I gonna let you have your way?
Kaito! Why did you protect Kokichi? If you didn't help him, then...
I couldn't help it. Even if it's Kokichi, I can't have you kill anybody.
But now you are the one.
What?
Oh.
Aw, Kaito wasn't protecting me. He was protecting Maki. The situation just got way worse. Maki is gonna become the blackened responsible for killing you. All because you protected me!
Don't you worry, Maki-Roll. I'm not gonna die that easily. Just leave it to me. I'll put an end to this killing game.
You're still full of energy, even like that. You really are not boring.
What?
I want to see what a dying Kaito can do. So, show me what you've got. I won't meddle with your plans.
What are you...
Don't mind me. Run, Maki-Roll. Just hurry up and run. Run. And live. You gotta live.
But I refused to give up. I tried to enter the hangar by breaking the control panel with my knife.
Aha.
Oh, so that's what that was about.
In the end, I couldn't.
So that's where the marks on the control panel came from, huh?
Okay, I see.
After that, I returned to the bathroom window once more, but I didn't see anyone. The bathroom door was closed. I called out, but neither Kaito nor Kokichi answered. I couldn't do anything anymore. All I could do was leave. That's when I made up my mind. As the Blackened who killed Kaito, I would kill Kokichi during this class trial.
I still don't understand exactly how you want to go about that.
In exchange for all of your lives.
Wow.
But if we all vote for him, that doesn't kill him. What?
So that's what happened.
Then Kokichi, knowing what he knew, still helped Maki cover up her crime?
Was that why you smushed Kaito in the hydraulic press?
Kaito wanted Maki to be spotless. As his friend, I felt obliged to help him.
How dare you make fun of him! You call yourself a friend? You enjoyed watching us suffer! You fucking asshole!
Ooh, Maki is so scary. Good thing I'm in this exosoul. Pretty sure Maki would have already killed me if I was out there in the flesh. So, what are everyone's plans now? With the truth out in the open, who are you guys gonna vote for? You can vote for me, but if you do, we'll all die together. Or vote for Maki and live.
Wait, so if we vote for him, it does kill him too? Even though he's the mastermind?
I don't know.
That's so bizarre. Okay.
Well, choose whichever you want. I don't care either way.
What are we
Is
supposed
there
to
an
do
actual
here?
decision here? I'm gonna see if I can save this.
I'm scared.
Like, shouldn't we still have an hour to go in this trial? I don't know. I'm not sure if there's something coming up. There was like a weird choice in the other game too. The first one.
Why? Why are you so calm? Your life depends on this too.
Who cares? Just choose already. Come on, who are you gonna vote for?
No, we can't vote yet. We don't have the whole truth.
Thank goodness.
This case isn't over.
Huh?
Alright, good. I was getting worried
Thank
there
you
for a
for
second.
telling us everything, Maki. Thanks to you, I finally understand. There's another hidden truth within your testimony.
There is.
A hidden truth?
Any truth?
Yes, I'm positive.
What could that be?
Because there's something wrong with the testimony you've given us.
He didn't take the bottle cap off. He didn't drink it.
Yeah.
The part of Maki says to me that doesn't add up. Is it really that? Okay, it wasn't that, I guess.
Damn it.
I was wrong!
Oh no!
Oh no, our heart.
That's what the game showed. I don't know, what doesn't make sense? I don't know.
It's either
It was
1 or
damaged.
3.
Like, Kaito would do that. I guess it's 3 then.
I guess.
So she didn't become the Black End somehow?
I guess.
No?
No.
Alright, it's not that either. What the fuck is it? Why would Kaito protect Kokichi?
Should we reload because we only have 1 heart?
I guess we could. Wait, let's see this first. No, it's...
What?
What? Okay, I guess we have to reload.
Look, we're still barely alive.
Oh. The control panel being damaged.
That's it!
Oh my god. What? But that was true.
Maki said she used a knife to try to break the control panel and enter the hangar.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense, because there's an alarm system on the shutter.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah! The alarm should have gone off if someone got close to the shutter.
You could have been more specific about that. I just meant like they meant the damage wasn't like supposed to be there.
Should we reload?
I was too focused to notice at the time.
Oh, whatever.
But now that you mention it,
It'll be
is odd.
fine.
We don't even have. We have the
Maybe
littlest
the
bit.
sensor just missed her.
Nah, the security there isn't that sloppy. If a shady person got near the shutter, the alarm would have gone off without question.
Then why didn't the alarm go off?
Like I told you, this isn't over. There's still a hidden truth to find.
So would Kokichi have used one of those like grenade things after all, whatever they were?
Maybe.
That's right. There must be some kind of reason behind all these oddities. Find that reason will help us find the truth. Sure.
Is it time to? Oh, never mind.
No, it's just this again. A non-stop debate.
Electro bomb is there.
I did attempt to enter the hangar,
I guess.
and I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife.
Did you
At
know?
the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
Okay.
But if you had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
Maybe it was just broken.
Perhaps it was turned to a special setting?
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel with it?
I'm not going to tell any more lies.
I'm scared.
Seems like the alarm system was working properly. So what can we learn from that?
I did attempt to enter the hangar.
I don't know.
And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
That's the only thing I can think of.
But if you had
Yeah, but
approached
where
the
do
shutter,
we use it?
the alarm would have activated with
That one?
100% certainty.
I guess there.
Maybe it was just broken.
Or maybe Maki is telling a lie. Did you really try to break the control panel?
Well, if not, we'll probably start over. That's not that far back.
And I tried to destroy the control panel with my knife. At the time, the alarm system didn't go off.
But if
Why
you
can't I?
had approached the shutter, the alarm would have activated with 100% certainty.
There we go.
V. Oh,
I didn't get the V.
Hunter.
It
There
wasn't
was no
close
V.
enough. They're very, very mean.
There is a way to disable
Is
the
there a way to
alarm
earn
system.
more hearts?
An electro bomb
Over
would
time,
take it
doesn't
down.
matter.
But Maki only had one bomb, and she used it during the raid this morning.
Yes, but there's people other than Maki, huh?
Then the only other person who could have used one is Kokichi, right?
Huh? Why would I use an electro bomb? I had no reason to shut off the alarm, right? I'd be at a disadvantage if I did that.
I guess so. I can't come up with a reason why Kokichi would want to cut the alarm.
But we know that the system was neutralized. It had to be. In that case, then,
I've got it! Disabling the alarm system wasn't the real objective.
What?
the main objective of Kokichi using Electro Bomb was...
Oh, the safety function?
So was he not dead?
I don't know.
Because he was dying either way.
Yeah, it must have been that.
That's it!
That's, like, why would they keep Kiba away? There's no reason for him to be there.
Deactivate the safety function on the press.
Deactivate the safety function?
The Electro Bomb wouldn't have just taken down the alarm system. It also would have disabled the hydraulic press's safety function.
That's true, but why would he do that?
There's only one reason that anyone would want to do that. But if I'm right, it means that we've been thinking about this all wrong.
Did he kill himself too? Oh, I'm so confused.
All wrong.
What aspect of this case runs contrary to the new evidence? What?
I don't know.
The mastermind of the killing
The
game?
credibility of the death video?
No.
Nope. Shit.
You got me killed.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
That means you have to play the rest of the game. It'd be Kaito's cause of death, I guess.
That's it! Kaito's cause of death.
What?
If the Electro Bomb was used while Maki was trying to deliver the antidote, maybe Kaito didn't die by poison. It could be something else entirely.
Yes, the cause of death could now be crushing, I guess.
Press?
This is it!
This is so weird.
Why do they keep
Why
flip-flopping?
is it so complicated?
Press. Kaito could have been killed by the press after all.
What? He could have?
If the safety was off, the press could have crushed Kaito while he was still alive.
Right after I threw the antidote, I tried to open the shutter. So, Kaito should have still been alive.
And if he was crushed by the hydraulic press after that, then we have our cause of death.
If that's the case, it'd mean the one who killed Kaito wasn't Maki.
It would be whoever was operating the hydraulic press. Kokichi.
I see. Very impressive. The hydraulic press could have been the cause of death. But that's just a possibility.
What do you mean?
It's possible that I killed Kaito with the press, but there's no way to know. Kaito's death could have been either the poison arrow or the hydraulic press. Both causes are possible, but you'll never be able to determine it. No matter what.
No matter what?
That's not true. We can probably solve this mystery too. Right, Shuichi?
I'd have to look over the evidence again, I guess. I don't know. Is it really possible to determine Kaito's actual cause of death?
Frick.
No?
Oh.
I guess it's not.
I hate to admit it, but Kokichi is right. We have no way to prove the cause of death.
What did you say?
You can't check the body, and you don't have any conclusive evidence. You can't deduce any more from here on out. There's no way to know what happened. But I know, because I was actually involved.
His voice.
So that's what you were trying to do. You were trying to commit an unsolvable murder.
Oh, that bastard.
Do you finally get it?
So does Monokuma
Yep,
even know?
That was my plan.
I don't know.
The gimmick of this murder case isn't the unknown victim, but rather the unknowable culprit. No one understands but me. Only I know the answer. There's no more room for deduction here. Choose the culprit with your own intuition.
Intuition?
Are you troubled? I'm sure robots don't have intuition, right? But there's nothing you can do about it. This is just how the trial goes. So, who is the culprit? Maki or me? The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
We're voting now?
Wait, really?
What? I don't know.
It's Kaede.
Kaito killed himself. God damn it. They don't let me say here either. What am I supposed to pick? I mean, I guess we just go with Maki's plan to just pick Kokichi, but it can't be that simple, could it? Get out of here. What do they expect me to do?
I don't know. Because I still don't know if Kokichi is alive.
It's like this, like even going back to that, we're like still unsure. Is there some like even more trickery? There's been so much trickery in this case, I have no idea what's going on.
Because we thought that the thing it has a pause button, so the camera could have been doctored.
Oh, screw it. We're just gonna vote for Kokichi. I don't even know who did it. This is way too confusing.
Hey, that's my line.
Oh.
I'm the one who decides when it's voting time.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, come on. No one's gonna figure out the truth. Let's just vote already. This won't be a problem, right, Monokuma? Because you know who the culprit is, don't you?
Oh.
Just like you always do.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Yes, of course.
Oh, snap.
Yeah?
Monokuma's on the defensive.
What kind of a reaction is that?
Kokichi is not the mastermind then, if that is Kokichi. Whoever that is.
The culprit, you say? Yes, of course I know.
Why do you seem so flustered?
Flustered? Me? What are you talking about?
What's going on with Monokuma right now?
Monokuma? Do you not know who the culprit is either?
Huh? Oh, what do you mean I don't know? What don't I know, huh?
Well, this is certainly new.
You don't know, do you?
Just say it.
What does this mean? Why doesn't Monokuma know who the culprit is?
Well, Kokichi, now is your time to mention if you were actually the mastermind or not. Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is either. If Monokuma doesn't know, what does this tell us about the case? Wait, this case?
Yes, that's it. So that's what Kokichi's real objective was.
Huh? What are you
To
talking
make an
about?
impossible case?
Kokichi
It is
wasn't
impossible
just
for
trying to
Monokuma.
commit a murder that we couldn't figure out. He was trying to commit a murder that Monokuma couldn't figure out either.
Oh, that little devil.
A murder Monokuma couldn't figure out?
But what's the point of that? Kokichi's the one who's controlling Monokuma.
Think about it.
But consider how many elements of this case would be cleared up. Prior to this case, Monokuma always knew the specific details of each crime, correct? That must mean that he was using some way of monitoring us.
Perhaps there are hidden cameras strategically placed to avoid our detection.
I can't say for certain, but he must be keeping watch somehow. Kokichi probably used the electrobomb to scramble whatever that was.
Those monitor
The
things aren't it?
electrobomb would prevent any cameras from sending video wirelessly.
Well, I guess the electrobomb takes care of that, or whatever it may be.
Which means it wouldn't matter where the surveillance cameras were hidden.
Like I said, what's the point?
Shut up!
Kokichi's the one who's
that hurt me.
controlling Monokuma.
We're trying to discuss something here.
Before we determine that for sure, I want to make one thing clear. If the objective were to create a crime that would stump Monokuma, the exosols... Yes, the exosols weren't protecting Monokuma. They were...
Dun dun dun.
Bullying him.
Admiring him.
Watching him? I guess
I
watching.
guess
I was gonna say that like keep him prisoner, but I guess it's
Yeah.
close enough.
I guess.
That's it!
They're obviously admiring him.
They were watching Monokuma.
Watching him?
Yes. Remember what Monokuma said earlier in the investigation?
Wow, at the time the exosols were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
If they were protecting him like bodyguards, they wouldn't have been facing him. They would have been scanning the area, watching us. But they weren't. That implies that they weren't watching us. They were watching him. They were trying to make sure that Monokuma wouldn't go near the crime scene.
That reminds me. Before I stole an exosol, all 4 units were focused on Monokuma.
Oh?
That's why when I stole one to enter the hangar, the other 3 didn't pursue me.
Well, that's good.
So Monokuma must have been talking about Maki.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way it'll be fair to all the participants. Huh, how
She
nice
didn't
of
want
them.
to share that information because it would have linked her to the murder. In which case, it could only be Maki.
You're right.
So to summarize this discussion, Kokichi used the electro bomb in the hangar and the exosols to watch Monokuma, thereby creating a scenario in which Monokuma has no idea who the culprit is?
I told you there's no point.
Oh my
Kokichi's
lord.
the one who's controlling Monokuma.
No, Kokichi might not be controlling Monokuma at all.
What?
But Kokichi's the mastermind, right? Shouldn't he be controlling Monokuma?
He lied.
Kokichi might not be the mastermind.
What?
Remember that the only reason we think that is because Kokichi told us. Monokuma hasn't said a word about that. It's possible that Kokichi is just lying to us.
No way I lied! I'm definitely
Yeah, sure.
controlling Monokuma. The mastermind of the killing game is totally me. The one who pitted humanity's last survivors against each other is... all me, baby.
That's right. He's a remnant of despair. How do we forget that?
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's the mastermind.
Well, I guess. But is that really possible?
Well, Monokuma,
I can't answer that without causing problems, because I've got to run this trial fair and square.
Even more reason to give us the answer.
Oh.
If you don't tell
You
us
tell
the
him,
truth
Shuichi.
right now, you'll be an accomplice to Kokichi's lies.
Oh.
Does that sound like a fair game? Would you?
Yeah, tell us. Is Kokichi the real mastermind or not?
No need to think about it. You're being way too forward, you know?
Aren't you normally the forward one?
Ah,
I mean, I don't mind, because that's probably part of your strategy, too. But in the interest of fairness, I suppose it's time to tell the truth. Unlike the lies you love so much, the truth should be impartial to everyone.
hmm?
And what is that truth?
I'm not being controlled by Kokichi, because he's not the mastermind.
Ta-da!
Well, that was pretty obvious.
Is that really true?
Kokichi was just messing with you. I never once said he was the mastermind.
That's true.
Then it was all Kokichi's lie?
What? Kokichi would never.
Yeah, that is what that would mean. With the key from the last motive, he was the first to learn the truth of the outside world. Based on his deductions, he fabricated a lie to make you all think he was the mastermind.
I see. Kokichi's own deductions.
Do you want to know? Then I'll tell you. I'm getting kind of bored with all the lying, so everything I say now will be the truth, okay? And then he
His
tricked
deductions
us.
got a lot of details right, though. Pretty impressive, honestly.
But what about the Exosols? If Kokichi wasn't the mastermind, how'd he control them so easily?
I
With
think
a
that remote helped an awful lot.
He just used Mew's remote control, right?
Miu's remote control.
I didn't
So
know
the
she
remote
made
that
it.
Kokichi was using was made by Mew?
I thought it was just hanging around.
Well, there we go.
Oh, you didn't know? Mew not only invented the electro bomb and the electro hammer, she also made a remote control that can hijack any electronic device.
Any?
Ooh, any?
She made all of this, and then she just wanted to plan a murder instead of trying to
That's
help get
really
out.
dumb.
What a moron.
She just slapped a receiver on each of the exosols and took them for a spin.
Hey, isn't it a bit unfair to tell them all that?
Fairness has nothing to do with it. I offered up that info purely out of spite. Spite towards you for trying to usurp the mastermind's role and take over the game.
Well, whatever. It's way more interesting to defeat an enemy who plays dirty anyway.
What's going on? It seems like they're actually fighting.
Well, yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Kokichi isn't the mastermind.
Were we just being dragged around by Kokichi's lies the whole time?
Yes? Does that
What
surprise
were
you?
you trying to accomplish by pretending to be the mastermind, Kokichi?
Yeah! Now you're gonna be all quiet? This is so frustrating!
Then if he's not the mastermind, who is?
Why are you so certain there's even a mastermind to begin with?
What?
What do you mean?
Why, that's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
But I wanna know!
The real mastermind is not Kokichi? Who could it be? I was thinking it was Junko Inoshima, but that
Please
can't be
no.
right.
Please no.
They couldn't do this for her third game. She's dead. We've never come into contact with her. If so, who's done this? Who's planned this killing game?
Anyway, this conversation has flown off the rails. Let's get things
say the
back
least.
on track. This class trial is to figure out who the culprit is, not the mastermind. So, yeah, get to talking.
I agree. Before we worry about who the mastermind is or what my intent is, let's figure out the culprit!
But Monokuma doesn't know who it is. How is he supposed to confirm the results?
Exactly.
We don't need to worry about that. Let's just leave the decision-making to Monokuma. But
What?
you gotta run the class trial too. So no mistakes, okay?
Are you trying to get me to do something?
What is going on?
You've been watching us solve all these cases, but you can't be a spectator anymore.
He's gonna be on
You're
trial?
gonna participate in the class trial from here on out.
Oh. Huh?
So, let's resume this class trial. Monokuma, you gotta use your brain too.
Oh no. This is gonna be
This will be
interesting.
the final class trial. Me versus Monokuma.
You versus Monokuma?
When I play a game, I intend to win.
Of course you do.
But what's considered winning in this game? Beating the other players? No. Beating the game's mastermind is the true victor. And that's how I'll win! That's why I decided to challenge Monokuma! If I can deceive Monokuma till the very end, then I'll be the winner!
You're dragging us around like this? Just so you can win a game?
As I suspected, your thought process defies all logic.
But since the outside world is in total ruin, this game is the only entertainment we have. At least I can enjoy this game to the fullest and feel good winning.
You really are a remnant of despair. Your way of thinking is just chaotic.
Remnant of despair? Whatevs. Let's just get this started. If the students or Monokuma don't know who the culprit is, then I'm the winner.
Don't underestimate me, or Shuichi and the others for that matter.
What?
It's just like a remnant of despair to try to assume control of the game. But these kids are all that's left of Hope's Peak Academy. If you think they're gonna make this easy for you, you better think again.
Whose side are you taking here?
Side? Isn't it obvious? Monokuma joins your party.
Yay!
Dun, 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 dun. Ultimate Despair Headmaster.
Who invited you?
Yay, we get his
Now,
music.
let's join forces and unravel the truth behind this case.
We're bearing well.
Well, we were going to do it anyway.
Let's just ignore Monokuma. His actions are always beyond comprehension.
This makes sense, though.
Yeah, let's just focus on the case.
Hey, be quiet so we can ignore you.
Now, where should we start? We've already established what Kokichi is after.
He's just gonna keep talking anyway, isn't he?
Sounds like it.
In my experience, whenever you learn a new fact, you learn something else along with it.
Yes, let's look for that.
The hidden
You
truth.
warmed up to him real fast. I guess you are both
Oh
robots.
no.
Oh no.
More robophobia. So another truth comes out. That piece of evidence makes more sense now. The evidence I couldn't wrap my head around. Oh, what? Should I check it over first before it... Oh, wow, I have the whole menu. What was here before that we haven't really gone over?
The swipe pattern?
Goes from the bathroom to the thingy.
We didn't click that. But she said...
Who said what?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I was like, but the arrow shooting happened, like, in the hangar part, but they went into the bathroom to get the antidote, so never mind. We never talked about the murder video.
Well, we did, but there might be more to it. Perhaps. I don't know what could possibly be going over next. Let's just see where this goes, I guess. Hopefully I don't have to answer anything. Oh, I knew it!
Damn.
I don't know what it is! Show question.
The video, probably.
I guess?
This is it!
Okay, it is. Thank goodness. Way to go.
Let's discuss the video of Kaito being crushed by the hydraulic press.
Let's.
Kokichi said that he filmed that video to prove he was not the victim. But we know that Kokichi was trying to mislead Monokuma. So what about the video? It's pretty strange to present evidence that condemns you after all.
Then what kind of mistake was Kokichi trying to get me to make?
Maybe he crushed Kaito with the hydraulic press, so the cause of death would be unknown?
But if that were the only objective, there would be no need to film it. Discovering the crushed body would have been enough. No need to show us the film.
That's true.
I guess you're starting to fit in after all. If you get any cuter, I'm gonna hug you.
Ugh.
Huh? Really?
There must be a reason you went out of your way to show us the body being crushed.
No reason, really. That's just my twisted personality.
You're lying again, Kokichi. There's a method to your madness. You want Monokuma to make a mistake, then showing us the video. Must have been something to do with trying to fool Monokuma. Taking the video of the murder, but keeping the victim's identity hidden. What does it show? What doesn't it show? Well, what doesn't it show?
The murderer? Oh, fuck. What? Timing?
So, what's it gonna be?
I don't know.
What can't be identified even after watching the dead body footage?
Victim, victim, victim.
Ah, that's what it is. Where's V?
Victim V. Up
Okay,
top.
okay, alright.
Oh, or down there.
I found my own. Is this an M? Either an M or a W, I don't know, but I think it was an M.
Victu.
The victim.
Huh?
Is it even possible? No, that's a question for later. For now, we know that.
If you show the moment of Kaito's death, of course it would lead us to believe he died. Even if we can't positively identify the body, we would still believe Kaito was the victim. And that might be exactly the mistake Kokichi was going for.
Does that mean the victims were switched?
Switched?
Then it was some other dead body that got crushed by the hydraulic press?
What? Where would he even get another body?
There should be plenty to choose from if you reuse the body of a former victim.
If there was an unknown body, then we could guess the victim was switched. But too bad! Switching the victims was impossible. The footage showed the body being crushed. When in the footage would they have been able to switch the victim? And we already established that the footage was not doctored in any way. The camera doesn't have any editing functions.
Uh-oh.
Just play, record, and pause. Monokuma also said that no computer was used to edit the footage. Remember?
Pause.
Damn it! Me and my big mouth!
Which means switching out the victim would not be possible. Also, if the victim was switched, then that would mean Kaito is still alive. We already discussed this so many times. The chance of that happening is impossible.
It might be possible.
Oh?
Huh?
There could be a trick to make the switch possible. We just haven't noticed it yet.
Oh, and what trick is that? See, you don't know, do you? I already said it's impossible.
Maki's not wrong. There is a way it could be done.
You tell him, Shuichi.
So we can't just give up here.
No giving up.
Hey, Shuichi. I'll think harder about this as well. So, can you confirm whether or not the victims switch places?
I don't know if I can
Kaito is-
confirm it.
Alive or not?
Maki.
I don't like the thought that I killed Kaito. I don't want that.
Okay then. Let's talk about the possibility that Maki mentioned.
Himiko, if you call her that again...
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Then let's all talk it over together.
Together. And don't forget, you're not alone. Don't try to do everything yourself. It's only gonna wear you out. When times are hard, you gotta rely on your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Jeez, you guys are a stubborn bunch. There's no trick.
That's probably another lie.
However, if the victims were switched, then that would mean the footage was altered. How could it have been altered when we know that the footage wasn't edited?
If we could figure that out, maybe we'd know how they switched places.
Yes, Jess, let's talk about it.
I knew there was a trick to that video the whole time.
Yeah, sure you did.
Kokichi made it, so it's 100% suspicious.
A trick to that video.
There's obviously a moment of pause right here.
What could it be? What's suspicious about it? Okay. Here we go, the non-stop debate. What clip am I going to use here, though? The video itself?
I guess so.
Must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Yeah, thanks, Monokuma.
There is no trick. You can check, but there's no editing function in that camera.
Did the placement of that camera seem suspicious to any of you? The filming angle seemed unnatural, don't you think?
The person in that video. Was it really Kaito?
Something seemed off about that video to me. When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Ah, there we go.
Oh.
That the video was shot at another location?
Oh no, that sounds familiar.
Any other right ideas?
I guess we'll have to use. Just the video itself for that?
Does it have the press in there? What are our bullets?
What'd you say?
What are our bullets?
Well, I'll show you in just a second. We won't fall into despair.
There must be some trick
There's
to
the
that
video
The
itself.
safety function.
That's what you all
Could be the
gotta
safety
figure
function.
out.
Yeah.
There
It's not
is
they say
no
there's a
trick.
pause button. I wish they did, because they did mention it.
I know.
Camera.
Did the placement of that
The person in that video.
Something seemed off
Yes.
when the hydraulic press.
Oh, it's not that anyway. Well, I do think so. I don't know how to express this feeling, though. Oh no, it's robophobia. I'll never forget that bigoted hydraulic press. Frick. What am I supposed to pick here?
There must be some trick to that video.
Is it just the video?
Maybe.
That's what you all
I don't
gotta
know.
figure out.
There is no
Just
trick.
gotta shoot everything. I mean, I guess it depends on what you call editing. You call like stopping, beginning, and editing.
Something seemed off when the hydraulic press stopped.
It's not that either.
The hell? What is it?
I was wrong.
Robophobic. I don't think it's gonna be anything to do with that. It just goes on about robophobia.
There must be
Okay.
some trick to that video.
That's what you all gotta figure out.
Meh. All right.
There is no trick. You can check function in
No
that camera.
editing function.
Did the placement of that camera
It
seem
even said
suspicious to
record
any
and
of you?
pause
The
was one of the
filming
little
angle seemed
pink
unnatural,
texts.
Don't you think?
The
Yeah.
person in that video.
When the hydraulic press stopped for a brief moment.
Could it be another location?
Hey, speak up.
Trying to see. So is there anything about the angle? I don't think, because it shows him on the table. It's not like he's off the table. I wish they'd show the full video. Damn it, I don't know. It's tricky. Feels like someone said something that gives us a clue. Yeah, I think so. If we put our heads together, we can find that small hope.
There must be some trick to that video.
That's what you all.
Is it that for the press you had to like be at the controls, but it said that it was shot from an exisal?
Wait, what'd you say?
It says here the controls, like you have to do it from the controls, right?
Yeah.
But it like when they're talking, they say like, oh no, the video file says that it was shot from an exisal.
A video shot with camera from an exisal.
So, is it like?
But I mean, he could have just had the video mounted to the exisal and hit record. Like, we wouldn't need to be in the exisal to record it, right?
I guess not. Or could the Exasol press the button with his big
I don't know.
fingers?
Because I mean, like, if they just had a video recorder on the Exasol and then hit record, is it something to do with this in the angle? I don't know. What do you want to say?
I don't know. They do keep talking with the angle.
Or at least, yeah, the one girl does. So you think it should be something like that?
Maybe?
What should I say, though? The video camera? The,
We don't have a camera as
not the video, like, video itself. Or should I say the
press.
The press. It's so confusing.
Maybe the press?
In that camera.
The filming angles. Do you think?
It's not that either.
No, sorry.
Damn it!
Damn it!
That's what you all gotta figure out.
I should just keep going with the other one. We almost tried old Matt on it.
Don't you think?
It's not that either.
Crap.
Alright, so I tried 2 of them on Kibo's. Maybe just the hydraulic press itself.
Maybe.
It's like, I know what I want to say, but it doesn't let me say it. Or may I have to contract that there's no editing, because you could consider that pausing editing, in a way.
I guess.
When the hydraulic
But I can't argue the pausing. Wait, I don't know. Can I save? Okay,
Ooh,
okay, what's that?
Okay.
It's just a matter of which one you want to use, because they kind of all apply.
Kibo was onto something.
Yeah, he was. Hold on, before you continue with that thought. So it was the hydraulic press I didn't choose. But why would it be that? Wouldn't it just be like in the video it shows it pausing? Or is it that it's only up and down? There's no like stop on this.
Maybe.
Where's the emergency stop?
Safety function.
Okay.
Isn't it weird that the hydraulic press stopped for a second? Because when Kibo and I first investigated that hydraulic press,
Please, please.
Show the full thing.
Yes!
I love it.
That's right. The hydraulic press kept lowering itself without stopping.
but in the video,
Yeah, the pulse is always suspicious. I just didn't know how to express it. Damn it, game.
The hydraulic press stopped briefly, right before it crushed the body?
You could watch it too.
But why would it stop?
Why? There's only one reason I can think of.
Oh,
What?
Rick.
What am I doing with this? I hate this game. What am I seeing here?
The remote.
The remote.
Isn't that what that is?
For what?
For anything, remember?
Oh, for the hacking tool, basically. It's not gonna be that. Is that an Exasol?
What's that? What is that?
I have no idea.
Is it the control panel?
Ah, crap. Well, I don't think that's what I need either. I don't know how to express that they paused the video. Is there like a video camera?
Well, I guess they could have used the controller to control it. I don't know.
What? I don't understand, game. What do you want me to say here? What's the question?
Oh, is why did the press come to a stop?
Was it the emergency stop because he was still living?
Maybe.
Is that what it really is? And then they paused it while it stopped and... Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Maybe, but where's the one for the emergency stop?
So he didn't just like roll out of the way. He actually had the emergency stop come into play because he was alive. I guess that makes more sense. I don't know what's the... Like, which one it's supposed to be.
I don't know. I guess try the remote.
You said this is the remote to do anything.
I think it is,
So it wouldn't be that. It'd be the emergency stop feature.
but that's not anywhere.
But is this supposed to be the emergency stop feature? What does it look like?
I don't know.
What's the emergency stop feature look like? What is this thing it's showing?
I don't know. Maybe that's it.
I don't know what they're trying to show here. So these three things, definitely not the Exasol.
Definitely not.
I'll try this weird thing. I don't even know what it is. I have to just break these manually because I didn't know if I would actually need that or not. Is that enough? No, fuck. Really? Alright, what's this thing? I don't know what you. I don't even know what it was. I couldn't distinguish one
Oh,
from the
maybe
other.
that's not the remote. Maybe that's up down.
Ah,
I don't know
whatever.
what it is.
It doesn't matter.
Stop the hydraulic press is the force stop button.
Oh,
It does have a force stop
okay.
button.
Then
Bomb
there was a
went off
force
in the
stop button.
hangar, which would have interfered with the
Never
safety
mind.
function.
Okay.
There'd be no way to stop the hydraulic press unless someone used the
Why
force
would the
stop
force
button.
stop button work if the electro bomb went off?
Why would the thing work at all if the electro bomb went off? Don't question it. It's fine. It just didn't.
He was
Just didn't
the
use the one
only
feature.
there.
No questioning the logic.
Actually, maybe I pressed it by accident. I don't really remember. So what of it? The press only stopped for like a sec. You can't switch the victim in such a short time, can you?
Pausing.
Oh.
There's also the question of how the bodies got switched while the camera was rolling. That would have clearly been caught on camera.
While the camera was rolling.
Oh, I see. It wasn't just the press that stopped.
Huh? Huh? What do you mean?
If you stop something else at the same time you stop the hydraulic press,
Yeah, I see it now. That's how the bodies were switched.
Mm-hmm.
If you stop that, you could have swapped the bodies easily. Oh, no! No, not again!
Oh.
No, I hate it. Why this again? I just had to deal with this.
No,
What's that? It's the thingy.
not that.
I swear, I feel like this game is just torturing me at this point. I just want to see what happened.
Ooh, what's that? Is it the video camera?
I hope
I
it
think
is.
it is. It's large.
And in charge. Well, that's gonna be screwed up. Probably need to get these two somehow. Oh, there we go.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the hammer. I see it too.
the culprit stopped the video camera at the same time as the hydraulic press.
Okay.
Then, while the camera was off, they switched the body under the hydraulic press. After the body was swapped, the press and the camera were started simultaneously. So it just looks like the press stopped for a moment.
Tricky.
They could have edited it better.
That's what I've been saying this whole time!
When did you ever say that?
So they stopped at the same time. The camera position did seem odd to me. But now I get it. The trick wouldn't work unless it was set up there.
Huh? Why?
To get the trick we just described to work, the camera had to be set up precisely.
Let's pin that down. Where's the camera set up? Apparently in Exisal. Oh, Jesus. Been like around here, I guess? Or
Was
back
it
here?
next to the button? So they could press the button and the pause?
So you saw the side, so it had to be like somewhere back here?
Sure.
Or next to the button, you say? So where's the button?
That-
Like here?
That
So
thing
then
right
around
there.
here, I guess we'll say.
There!
Yay.
It looks like the right angle anyway.
The video camera must have been set up somewhere around here to operate the press and the camera at the same time.
That's why the video was taken from that unnatural angle.
Sure.
But they would have had to press the start button even if they
were
didn't pause
recording
it.
it like normal, they would have used a better angle.
Okay.
Whatever.
But if it was
Maybe they
recorded
weren't
at
that
such an
obsessed about
odd
camera
angle,
angles. We're not a film
then that
person,
proves
dude.
the trick was used.
Camera angles, huh? Looks like your cosplayer experience is finally useful.
Oh my.
Well, cosplay doesn't really come up all that much in class trials.
There was a reason the camera was set up there, but also a reason for the height. When the press was stopped, you couldn't really see who was inside it, correct?
Not really.
That was intentional. The body is mostly hidden by the press, making the swap easier.
Although, do you see their hand? And like their hand didn't move at all. I was looking for that very carefully.
The camera must have been placed at such a high position so it would produce that angle.
I wonder if they used that tripod in the hangar to adjust the camera's height.
Did they get that from the warehouse too? Jeez, that place is like a 4D pocket.
You don't get to make that reference.
Then,
How
that
dare
logic
he?
is correct, right? Kokichi used that video angle trick and switched the victim in the hydraulic press. In that case, Kaito is...
Before he was crushed by the press, he was swapped with a different body.
Whoa.
So Kaito's still alive.
After all this time.
Well, wait just a minute.
Whoa, wait.
What? But I just summed it up so nicely.
Himiko, the different body you mentioned, what are you talking about?
What?
The bodies from the other cases. Kokichi's the mastermind, so he...
We already know he isn't.
What?
Wait.
Oh,
the
wait.
mastermind?
Yeah, Kokichi isn't the mastermind, so I don't think he'd be able to produce a body to switch out.
What?
Well, Monokuma, do the rules allow for a body to be reused?
Very well, I'll answer that.
You're giving in pretty easily.
Well, it's crucial information to make the trial fair.
Yeah,
This
sure.
discussion is pointless if it's not clear what the culprit was allowed to do, right?
You're a convenient mastermind, but I guess that makes defeating you worth my time.
Now then, regarding the reuse of a dead body. That is impossible! All the dead bodies have already been thrown away.
Thrown away? How rude.
Thrown away?
The other bodies are... gone? Then who did Kaito switch places with?
Who do you think?
Kokichi and Kaito were the only ones in the hangar at the time. If they were the only ones present during the body swapping trick, then the real victim was... the other person in the hangar. The vague answer. Since we could have just said their name. If it wasn't an old body, it could only be...
What's
No.
wrong, Shuichi? Who did Kaito switch places with?
Well, who do you think?
Maki, I think I missed something very important here.
What?
Something important?
If I have the timeline right, there were only 2 people in the hangar at the time. Which means that something had to have been decided before. I have to pin that down. Can't let anything escape me this time.
What? Oh my god, it's big.
This is long. Well, I think I know what it is, but,
What is it?
well, I mean, I know what's going on here.
Yeah, but what's the answer to this?
I don't know.
The first word could be victim again. I saw a V and an I and a T.
I mean, I guess it could be. Let's try random letters. Okay. Up. Victim.
H. Victim.
Swapped, I guess it could be too. Is it there an S?
I haven't seen one yet, but I see PPED.
Oh, I mean, swapped is in there, so would it really be swapped? That would be silly. I don't think it's swapped.
Could it be like hidden or something? Like H is around. So
Yeah.
is L.
Hidden. I thought it would be like changed or something, but it wasn't. Hidden. I guess I'll try that. Was there an H you said?
There was. Wait.
Oh, there's
Oh,
an H there.
H. Or helped? Helped.
Oh, that could be it too.
Helped. Victim helped.
There we go.
P.
Is there a P? Oh.
Yeah. Down.
That was a D. I thought it might have been. I wasn't sure though.
What do you mean?
There were only 2 people in the hangar at the time the bodies were swapped, which means they were working together.
Well, anyway, so if they had this plan, shouldn't we have not been solving this one?
Huh? Working together?
The only 2 people involved.
Because it seems like now we're working for the mastermind to like solve the case for them when they didn't want to be solved.
The culprit was operating the camera and the hydraulic press, while the victim lay inside. If they switched places while the press and the camera were stopped,
Although technically we don't know for sure whether they did actually swap or not. We know that there was an opportunity for them to swap.
then the person who turned the camera and the press back on was the original victim. To put it simply, both people operated the press and camera at different times. An impossible trick, unless the victim and culprit agreed to cooperate beforehand.
The victim and culprit cooperated? Is that even possible?
It sounds bizarre, but perhaps that was the whole point. Commit a crime that was so confusing, even Monokuma would be tricked.
Jeez, this culprit's a real jerk. So, have you realized who done it yet?
The culprit of the case? If my detective work hasn't failed me, the culprit is inside that exisal. Well, we've known that the whole time. It can only be them. Them?
Are we supposed to lie?
I don't know, though. Do we want to answer that it's Kaito, or should we keep up that it's Kokichi? I don't know, like, which one we should try to do here. I wish I could save again.
Well, are we if we're picking it, are we necessarily telling them who it is, or is it just like for
I would say
us?
probably, but I don't know for sure. What do you think?
I guess we'll say Kaito, but I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we should like try to avoid implicating Kaito, or if... I mean, it might make us do it anyway. I don't know. I guess we'll go with Kaito.
The apparent victim we saw in the video was Kaito, which means Kokichi was operating the hydraulic press and camera at first. If the 2 of them switched while the press was stopped, then the culprit who started the hydraulic press again and crushed Kokichi must be Kaito. So, the person inside that exisal isn't Kokichi. It has to be Kaito.
What did you say?
So the culprit for this case is Kaito Momota. That is what the ultimate detective
I'm
has
scared.
deduced, right?
Kaito is the culprit? What? You're joking, right? You can't.
I don't want to believe it either, but it's the only way any of this makes sense. My detective work has led me to the conclusion that Kaito is the culprit.
Screw that.
Is that true? Is Kaito really in there?
Hey, answer us! If you really are Kaito, then...
I'm the culprit.
Huh?
There's just no way that Kaito can still be alive. Because I'm the culprit.
Wait, you? But didn't you say—
I saw it with my own eyes. Kokichi drank the antidote that he stole from Kaito.
With the cap on.
There's no doubt Kaito died. And he died because of my poison arrow.
But you told us you didn't want to kill Kaito.
Yes, I never wanted to. I wanted to believe that I didn't kill him. But the truth speaks differently. In the end, I was just running away from the facts.
Huh? I don't understand.
Maki, are you trying to protect Kaito? If he's the culprit, you're trying to help him get away, which we probably should have done
There
too.
was only one
Oops.
antidote, so it's more likely he died from my poison arrow.
It might have made us pick him, though.
This is the truth.
It's not decided yet. I could have still killed him with the hydraulic press.
Yeah, kind of like I suggested.
Either way, those are the two options. Monokuma knows the answer, right?
Huh? Are those the only options?
I guess that's how things turned out.
No, that can't be.
Shut
The
up.
person in that exisal is...
It's not Kaito! I saw Kokichi drink the antidote!
I honestly don't know where this goes. Like, Monokuma cannot figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no mistake. Kaito is dead. I killed Kaito. There is absolutely no doubt. That's the truth.
Well, shit. I thought so. Maki's trying to protect Kaito. I understand how she feels, but if Kaito's the culprit, why'd he agree to Kokichi's plan? To make an unsolvable murder, so Monokuma didn't know what to do. Well, I don't know how exactly he defeats him. I can't imagine that Kaito would do something so selfish. There must be a reason for it, I truly believe. We kind of know already. I think it's at the bottom of this before I can uncover the truth.
But Maki, you don't know for certain that Kokichi drank the antidote.
Shh.
What?
You saw him drink it right in front of you, but you couldn't confirm he actually did it. So maybe there's another possibility.
What are you talking about? Impossible. That's impossible. There is no other possibility.
Whoa. Scary.
I killed.
Oh boy. Oh, she is
Oh.
loaded.
I killed Kaito.
Hold.
You're the one who's wrong.
Oh, I missed that.
He died from my poison arrow.
What was
There's
that?
no other
That was
possibility.
weird glitchy looking. I don't know what I'm supposed to do for that.
What do you know?
I guess just like go on with the rhythm while I'm horrible at rhythm.
I killed Kaito. You're the one who's wrong.
Okay, good.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the
Aw.
way. You're so goddamn annoying.
Ah.
It doesn't matter what you say. I'm telling you, this is the truth. But you keep getting in the way.
I know. I'm sorry.
I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to believe I didn't kill him,
What was that
but I
sound?
won't run away from the truth
Oh god,
anymore.
stop thing. What does that do?
Because I know what I saw. I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now. I wanted to
can tell.
believe I didn't kill him. But I won't run away from the truth anymore. Because I know what I saw.
Ash.
I was at the scene. So I know I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I kept quiet till now.
Oh, what do we got here? Shit, what is it gonna be?
I saw Kokichi drink the antidote.
Pretended to drink the antidote.
It
Dum
is
dum
here.
dum. Hey, we actually managed to do it without using the whoa. The little cheat thing. I forget what it's
Yeah.
called.
Kokichi just pretended to drink the antidote. He didn't actually drink it.
He pretended to drink it?
Drinking the antidote was part of his lie.
It's all part of his charm.
Maki could only see so much through the window. She didn't confirm Kokichi drank it. I believe that Kokichi knew this and just pretended to drink the antidote. After Maki left, he gave the antidote to Kaito. There's a strong possibility that all of this was done to make Kaito cooperate.
Make him cooperate?
The swapping trick required the victim and culprit to work together. Kaito's cooperation was essential to Kokichi's plan. However, I don't think Kokichi would be able to sway Kaito easily. He needed leverage, He gave Kaito the antidote in exchange for his cooperation.
In exchange for his own life, you mean?
Kaito had no choice. He had to cooperate after Kokichi saved his life. That's just Kaito's character, and Kokichi knew that. He swallowed his pride with the antidote and agreed to participate in Kokichi's plan.
Well, I mean, I could also think of another reason why he'd do that. Anyone? Anyone? Do you know?
So that it could. This was all planned
Yes, but why else would like Kaito want to agree to this as well?
to fool Monokuma.
Well, yeah, although I'm not sure it all works, but even more simple, it gets Maki off the hook.
Oh,
Because
that's
if he crushes Kokichi and kills him beforehand, that means Maki's not responsible for killing him.
But didn't Kokichi make this plan? What good is it for him if he's dead?
I imagine this was all part of Kokichi's plan to confuse us. You wouldn't think that someone would plan their own murder.
He went so far as to give up his life just to create this mystery?
Only Kokichi could think of something so nefarious. Who else would agree to die just to execute their plan?
Crazy. Why would he go that far?
I bet Kokichi was determined to beat me at my own game, no matter what. But too bad! Shuichi figured out the truth!
Truth? Are you sure it's not delusion?
Delusion?
A delusion completely off the mark. To make you think that I died. But who cares what you guys think? This is between me and Monokuma. I don't give a crap if the extras in this game get it right or not.
Extras?
I'm fine with being an extra.
We know.
Oh.
Huh? Why?
If we're just extras, then even if we get it wrong, we won't get killed.
No, I'd still kill you all. Don't put Kokichi's words in my mouth!
But why? You are being so friendly with us.
If Monokuma gets it right, then he takes everyone's lives, yeah? But if Monokuma gets it wrong, then he'd have no right to take everyone's lives. If Monokuma doesn't know who the culprit is, then this killing game can't function anymore.
Can't function anymore.
Kaito, I believe in you.
Don't say that out loud.
If you're cooperating with this plan, you must have a reason.
He just said the reason.
To determine that reason, I need to reveal the truth. Wait, no, you wouldn't want to reveal the truth if Monokuma wouldn't know.
I still think Kaito is the culprit. Thinking
Oh
of
my
it that way makes all the pieces fit. I will show you the truth. The truth you can't deny.
Oh, crap.
Well, here we go, closing arguments. So what do we have unlocked? Just this? Electro bomb! Cool. Yeah, that's how this works. So he would have used this before he was, like, trying to use the thing? Then
After Maki left,
could have been that?
or could it have been the antidote? It might be that.
Or maybe after this. Well, they would have used it beforehand, I guess.
Yeah. So maybe it was that other.
Yeah. The weapon, or whatever they call it.
Yeah. That one.
Yay! Okay.
Woohoo.
What unlocked up here? An exisal inside the hangar?
That's before this. Before this. There.
Oh, there's a few. Hit the exisal. Well, I've been even earlier. Trail of blood. Alright, let's go back. There we go.
Yay.
What else is this? The only antidote. That's like, okay, towards the end there. So I have to go over.
The only antidote.
There we go. Trail of blood. So the dragging would have been after all this, I guess?
That's not why. Unless they planned to leave it.
Or is that the evidence left behind?
Maybe that's it.
No,
Nope.
it's not.
Is it why? I guess.
Well, they're standing here.
Okay.
That's silly. That doesn't sound right.
That's weird.
What was left behind should have been the trail of blood. Okay, whatever. Kokichi in the press.
Ew.
Oh wow, they had him shirtless, looked like in that, right?
Yes.
Well, let's go back first. This is even further then. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Didn't mean to move that far. The culprit in the press.
That's at the very end. That's last. There.
Wait, what do you mean by culprit? They mean the first...
Look at the black
I
figure.
think it's... Yeah. I was just making sure. Because like how many times it swapped around who we were saying was who. Drink the antidote.
Well, if you go 2 up, it's the next one.
2 to the right or left?
Like, I mean, on your little choosing. Like, go
Oh.
up from... Oh. Yeah, that one. That one's that one.
I was looking at doing it like a different order than you were, so it gets confusing. Drink the antidote. It's happened before. And those are all unlocked. Yay. So go to the beginning and like do them. Well, I guess it would have been this.
Mm-hmm.
That's convenient. Yeah, I think she hit him first, and then
Was it in the back first?
Yeah. Because then Maki shot him, and then that's the second shot was what Kaito blocked.
Okay.
What's over here? We sit by the second arrow. Okay, that would be the culprit's left arm, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the flesh evidence.
Although he's wearing the clothes in the next...
Alright, never mind. 3 arrows! Well, I mean, it was left eventually in the bathroom, but
True.
just later.
This is the truth of the case! Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisal hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hangar had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an Exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an Exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an Exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the Exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strychnine poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the Blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The strychnine poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar. So she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow. But it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb, capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Mew to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick.
What a creepy pose. I guess he's in the exisal.
The culprit is in that
That
exisal.
still looks very creepy.
It's you, isn't it? Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut.
But if you know that it is his plan to defeat Monokuma, why are you telling everyone?
I guess we'll see how
I'm
this goes.
right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Maybe we're the mastermind.
Really? Is it really Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my detective work was flawless. It's the truth. I'm sure that's Kaito inside the exisal. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma, or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith.
The
That's
hand
what
of
I
the thing
feel
on the
right
side is so distracting.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma.
But what's Monokuma gonna do?
What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
So like, pretty much depends on what Monokuma votes. I assume he's voting with us, Ruin? I see, so that's your objective.
Well, you said it before.
You mean to ruin the killing game itself? You've known so many times. That's why Kaz's been so stern this whole time. What does he mean by ruin exactly? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? But what would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we?
So now should we vote for Kokichi?
I don't know. I'll save now, because it sounds like we're about to get to voting time. I'm not sure if it matters now or not. I've saved like 5 times during this one trial. I don't know who to vote for, because it sounds like we still have to get it right ourselves, or else we'll die. But like, Monokuma's gonna be voting himself for like who he thinks, and if he gets it wrong, he can't execute anyone. But if he gets it right, then I guess he could still execute the blackened.
Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes.
At least that's what it seems like they're gonna do here.
Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my
All right, so
side.
he's voting with us.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be voting against Kaito. Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe my own logic and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about being logical, it's about how far I'm willing to go. So then we're not voting for Kaito. I guess? I believe in you, Kaito, not as detective, but as Shuichi Saihara.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
Oh boy.
One last conversation?
I was wrong.
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen.
Oh
All
boy.
right, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Of course not! I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Oh no.
Kaito's trying to ruin the game, and that's why he's hiding the truth. I don't know exactly why, but he's putting his life on the line for it. So to put my faith in him is the only way. Everything that we've determined up to now, what if I turned it all on its head? So I think we're gonna have to lie here. Well, there we go. I need to lie.
All right, let's pin this down.
All right, Monokuma
Who is
File
inside
5,
that
Kaito's coat,
exisal?
poison, Kokichi's clothes, Kokichi's appearance,
Kaito,
murder
right?
video. Okay. No one's seen Kokichi in the entire trial.
Oh, could we say we saw him?
I guess we could, but it'd be a very bad... Maybe it would work. I don't know. I don't know how we'd prove it. That we went to see them last night somehow? But like somehow, I think we have to have the students still vote in the correct way. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know either.
So where are the other ones? The File 5. This doesn't really say anything. You couldn't identify them. So that could be the poison, I don't think, at this point. Maybe it's disappearance.
That's what you
Just to
said,
say that we
isn't it?
saw him.
And we haven't seen it, so I mean we
Kokichi's the
haven't
one
used
who
it.
died.
So here?
I guess. Oh, yes,
I'll reveal the
spotted.
truth. Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
What?
What do you mean, lie?
Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
This is so strange.
Truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this. I
Says
have
while
to
lying.
tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Oh, hold on. Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
Really? I really am sorry, but this is the only way. Kaito's trying to fool Monokuma, trying to ruin the class trial. If Kaito's risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I believe in Kaito, I'll believe in what he's trying to do. He's not doing this to hurt us, I'm sure he's trying to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, then fine, I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming,
Uh-oh.
but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm so nervous about this.
Like a champ.
We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough.
Oh no.
What?
Huh?
It's over. If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right, then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Well, way to make us look like dicks.
I know.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. All right, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
You know, in a way, we still don't really know this for sure.
True.
Because Maki did shoot him with a poisoned arrow, so when did he officially die?
I don't know.
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Who should we vote for?
I think we have to vote for him. He told us to.
Well said. Let's get this started then.
I'm saving anyway. I'm experimenting. I haven't done this whole game, so I want to see what happens if I do vote for someone else. Again, saving. Before I think there's a vote when there's not. Well, maybe there will be this time. It seems like it's a good time for a vote. Oh, I thought that the other time too.
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
I don't know what's gonna happen. We might have to like just reload.
It's no use.
Oh,
It's no.
it doesn't let me.
It's no use.
Lame. What if I let the time run out?
It's no use.
I guess we could say. I did save, so I may as well test it out at this point. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. And what happens? Done debating. Oh. Alright, we just get killed, I guess. Remember when I said anyone who didn't vote would receive death? Okay, fine. Well, then I guess we have to reload. Well, I guess we can see what happens. Bye-bye, Shuichi.
Is this?
No, I guess not. Alright, never mind.
We can't let it end here.
Well, it's no use, I suppose. Even though they like give you this choice every time, I guess it doesn't actually matter. Never mind. Sorry, Kaito. Well, I did what I could.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Wow, unanimous. Interesting.
He even voted himself.
I guess he did.
Who will be chosen as the blackened?
Oh, stop acting like you don't
Make
know.
the right choice?
This is crap.
Or the dreadfully wrong one?
It almost landed on us. That's scary. Well, that was fantastic. Didn't go according to plan at all. Damn it. Well, what are we gonna do about that now? Any ideas?
What can we do?
I don't know. I mean, that seemed like the best chance we had. Like, Kokichi hatched this elaborate plot, but then we just didn't use it anyway. What the hell, guys? What the hell? Well, I guess in the next part, we will see exactly what happens. I'll have to do a save. Because we'll have all this stuff happen next time. I'm sure it'll be depressing and all that. So yeah, that trial... Good lord, how many twists and turns did it have? I was like, so certain, like, oh, it couldn't have been Kaito that died. It had to be Kokichi. And then it was like so insistent. And we had to pick there, like, oh, which is the one that died? I'm like, I still think it's Kokichi that died. And it's like, oh no, it can't be that one. You're wrong. I'm like, oh, then I guess it was Kaito. But it was Kokichi that died. So I was right. I was wrong, but I was right. So, well, that was quite the roller coaster. I guess we'll see how we end things here, which I'm not looking forward to. What about you?
No.
Nah, me neither. And I still say that we can't really determine it was Kaito. How can we like say for certain that it wasn't Maki's poison that did him in? Monokuma can't prove that either way.
True.
We only really have like his testimony to say otherwise. Because they could have just crushed a dead body. I don't know. So, yeah, that's an interesting... I don't know if I call it like a plot hole or whatever, but it's an interesting little point. So I guess we'll see next time, and we'll get set on away for Chapter 6, I suppose, and whatever the conclusion will be. I don't know, how are we going to end things? I feel like this was the best chance we had to end things, and it just didn't work out. Oh, well. Well, until then, so long, and farewell.